Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to your monthly reading for June 2024. This is for Aquarius and Aquarius rising, and we're going to jump right into it. Aquarius, what a month. You are going to have a special month. I'm very excited for y'all. This is a month where you're going to feel very social. You're going to be extremely social. There could be a lot of love connections, new friendships. There could be a lot of, maybe finally going out with the colleagues, going to, the bowling alley, whatever you do. But all this activity in Gemini, this in the first half of the month is very, very, very social. It's very flirty. It's very conversational. Communication really will be highlighted for you. Definitely will be highlighted for you. Gemini does rule your fifth house, which is absolutely amazing. I really can't even tell you how exciting that is, being in Gemini season, and then also Jupiter recently moving into Gemini in your fifth house for a year. Now, the fifth house is pleasure and joy and love and romance, creativity, self-expression, procreation. Y'all may have kids. It's also recreation. You could be taking up bowling lessons if you want, whatever you want to do. So just think about it is, a lot of thinking too. Processing things, being curious about things, doing new things, coming out of your shell. I mean, this is definitely going to be a time where it's thinking about your path forward, maybe even thinking in new ways, innovative ways. You're so good at that. You're Aquarians, okay? So it really is, even in unconventional ways, you may be processing things, thinking about things. It's really nice. You're really tapping into that, really high intellectual side of you, which is really nice. Feeling that like young Sheldon part of you or older Sheldon, whatever Sheldon, but definitely just be social. It is definitely everything in the first half of the month is saying, have fun and be social, okay, Aquarius? Now, as me being an Aquarius, I know, Aquarians, maybe not, small, you don't really do small talk well. So use it, have fun with it. This is, like I said, it's all about having fun. So, turn any small talk conversations into, fun things that you want to talk about, all right? Because we're going to talk about that in a second with the Pluto, all these Pluto aspects. But yeah, sure. I mean, if you want, I don't know, maybe you're working on a time machine with Jennifer Aniston. That's a fun thing to talk about, okay? Now, the other thing is you will definitely feel the energies of the end of May spilling over into June, all right? So there is that continuation. The first week of June is bonkers. It is bonkers. You can see everything happening here. The asterisks that are circled, by the way, the two ones here that are circled, not only the two best days of June, but also the two best days of the year. Two of the best days of the year. I mean, they're so auspicious. I mean, we have a Jupiter trining Pluto. We got Mercury trining Pluto. We got the new moon trining Pluto. Pluto's in your sign. You are just becoming a lot more powerful. You're becoming very more empowered. People are seeing you, listening to you. You can do whatever you want. These are going to be absolutely amazing. And again, with these planets that are in Gemini in your fifth house of love and relationships, yeah, you're definitely going to feel a lot of that. Pluto is intimacy, so there could be a lot of that romantic energy, sexual energy, but it's also money. So money could be a big thing for you right now, as well as investments, literal investments, right? Robinhood and things like stocks or whatnot. But investments as in investing in things, okay? Invest likely in properties. You could have bought property recently, moved recently. You did have a bundle of planets and Jupiter and Taurus, for the past year, all right? So in your fourth house of home and family. But there is that sense of investing in something, maybe a relationship, maybe a family, but keep that in mind. It's got to be a big thing, all right? And trines, as you know, are enormously auspicious. Okay, they bring a lot of opportunity, a lot of potential, really propels you forward in this new way and feeling free. Okay, and that's also a very Aquarius thing. Okay, that sense of freedom and freeness. You are definitely gonna free bird. All right. So the other thing is contracts going to be a big thing this month. You may be signing contracts, or if not, having really important conversations that really move the needle for you. All right, with all this Gemini energy. So do everything to communicate. Remember, communication is key. Communication is key this month. It doesn't matter if it's with colleagues. It doesn't matter if it's with like friends or, the person that, I don't know, tends the garden in your neighborhood, whatever it is, like just communicate. All right. You're going to feel good. It's going to feel good. And you never know what doors you open, bridges you build. Just definitely communicate, be seen, be heard, be the Reese Witherspoon of election. You're going to be fine. You're going to be great. All right. So really, really love this month. And you can definitely see this growth in business, in your brand, in your profession. You will feel all of this energy. It's definitely, and also love and romance. Okay. If you're not here for business, I mean, that's going to be a big thing. Very powerful thing for you. So you could definitely set yourself up for long-term success and potential now with a lot of these aspects. And the other asterisks are just the best days of the month. There's so many great days this month. Okay. I'm very excited to tell you all about it, but just know June 1st to the 8th, it's just like, wow, energy, just wow. All right. Especially with Jupiter trining Pluto and the sun conjuncting Venus. Hello. That's amazing. Mercury conjuncting Jupiter that same day. Mind blown. All right. This is going to be, and this new moon in Gemini is really huge. We'll talk about that. It's going to be, and this is all happening again in your 5th house of love and pleasure and joy and things that bring you joy and family and children and sex and everything that I mentioned earlier. So you definitely will feel these in a big way. Another weekend I really, really love is June 14th to the 17th. We have, and you see that it's not even in this, whiteboard. All right. That's how loaded this month is. Like I couldn't even fit all the good stuff like on this whiteboard. But again, if you are new to my channel, after I do your spread, I break it down week by week and I tell you every aspect that's happening this in every week. Okay. And I pull more cards and I let you know, all right, days to take action, days to look forward to, the other, challenging days, all of that. But June 14th to the 17th, we have Mercury Cazimi. We got Mercury conjuncting Venus. That's actually going to happen in Cancer because from the 17th to the 20th, Mercury moves into Cancer, Venus moves into Cancer, and then the Sun moves into Cancer on the 20th. All right, summer, the first day of summer and winter in the southern hemisphere. All right, but it is like the solstice, which is really nice. Now, Cancer rules your 6th house of everyday activities, your health, wellness, fitness, and work. All right. Work. There could be some work matters there. The process of work and hiring in place. There could be a lot of that. If you own a business, its 6th house is also pets. You could be getting a pet. I wouldn't be surprised if you do that now, but definitely Sun in Cancer, moving into Cancer season. Very like, home is where the heart is. It's very home and family related, or, it has that energy, very compassionate energy, very loving energy. Okay. Very just looking at like, I got your back, you got my back. It's just this sweet, nurturing energy, but that loving energy. It's very, I'll get the check, like that kind of energy. Okay. Like after you, ma'am, like opening the doors for people, like you will definitely, it's definitely going to be, really, really nice. And if you ever saw the movie Coda, it's kind of like the final scene in Coda. I mean, it's just that it's like love, but it is in your 6th house, which is also something that you're just going to feel like all that love. It's going to be really nice. Now, you see that we also have some major shifts. Mercury moves into Gemini. That's going to happen on June 3rd. That's going to be on Monday, June 3rd. That's going to be really, really big. I want you to take advantage of that. Mercury is the ruler of Gemini. Mercury is only in Gemini for 2 weeks. Okay. Take advantage. Mercury is, does its best in Gemini. Really, really, really big. Connect with others, communicate, bond, build these bridges, form these relationships. This is your time. This is your time, Aquarius. All right. Now, the other thing is Mars will move into Taurus. I had it wrong here in the calendar. It's actually on the 8th. That's going to be happening on Saturday, June 8th. Now, Mars moving into Taurus is, here's the thing, okay? Mars is the ruler of Aries, right? And so Mars is in Aries up until the 8th still. And so there's that energy of like, take action, do it. And it's all in your 3rd house. So when I say you're possibly going to be having a lot of conversations and communication and even processing things, thinking things about your future forward, it's going to be in the first week, okay? With Mars in Aries in your 3rd house, and then all this Gemini energy. I mean, like just everything just kind of like lining up for you. So keep that in mind, because Mars is all about action. Mars is all go, 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 go. Taurus is no. No. Sorry, nope. And so it is a little interesting kind of energy, which we'll talk about in your weekly reading a lot more about this. It's not bad. It's just, more emphasis on home and family. Again, you're just going to feel that a lot this month, especially moving into Cancer season as well. So really just being more practical about things and taking things at a slower pace. All right. So keep that in mind. Now, the other thing is, and yes, we will talk about that new moon in Gemini after when we break it down week by week. It's huge. It's huge and humongous, and it's really special. But I want to talk about this full moon in Capricorn. It is one of the most unique full moons this year, and it's happening on Friday, June 21st. Now, with full moons, they bring culmination, completion to things, culmination, turning points. And so something's ending around this time, all right? This is a great, I love this full moon. Like Mars and Venus are, starting to like snap their fingers toward each other, and a lot of stuff, like good stuff happening around this full moon. Now, this full moon is happening at 1 degree. And so, therefore, the full moon that we have in July will also be in Capricorn. That is right. We have 2 Capricorn full moons back to back. And so whatever's ending here on June 21st, it's just part 1, okay, of something ending, okay? Now, in July, that full moon in Capricorn is going to be at 29 degrees, okay? Wow, it's the aneretic degree. It's critical. It's a critical degree where it's full stop. That's part 2, where something definitely that's the end. Okay. So keep that in mind. We'll talk more about it later. But it is, Capricorn actually rules their 12th house. And so this is actually really nice, the way that I see everything for you. 12th house is hidden things. It's your private sector. It's, things happening behind the scenes for you. It's your subconscious as well. It's also intuition. There could be some clarity brought around this time. Dreams, pay attention to your dreams. Your dreams could be telling you something around this time. So very interesting place. And then, what's really interesting is also, don't forget that, well, I'll talk about this later, but Pluto has moved into your sign for 20 years, all right? It will do a little bit of a retrograde at the end of this year back into Capricorn. So you will really feel something like definitely ending in terms of 12th house activities. So keep that in mind. And then speaking of Saturn, I don't think we ever did, but speaking of Saturn now, Saturn is a ruling planet of Capricorn. Okay, that's the connection there. But Saturn will go retrograde at the end of June, all right? So Saturn has been in Pisces in your 2nd house of salary, income, money. What have you learned? What have you learned? That's what Saturn retrograde is asking you. Saturn retrograde is giving you this time to reassess things, rethink things when it comes to money. And if you're not here for money, self-worth and self-value and the things that you value and, material things in your physical world. And so it really is this time where when Saturn goes retrograde, asking yourself, Saturn is all about life lessons. It's asking you, what are the life lessons that you've learned? But asking that with this karmic lens, okay? Because Saturn is karma as well. So just, review as you move forward. Review. Now, I'm going to flip this over. You see, there are a couple more dates that I really want you to pay attention to that are really great. And then you also, just a little couple of reminders. Now, the one other thing that's happening this month between June 6th to the 16th, we have a bunch of squares, all right? Squares can be challenging. Now, we have 7 squares, okay? So we have a chock full of squares mid-month. It is actually a potpourri of squares. It's Saturn, it's Venus, it's Mercury, it's Neptune. So every square has a different flavor, all right? And squares can be challenging, but here's the thing. It really is like this wobbly bridge. You may feel like you're on this wobbly bridge, but to be honest, this bridge is only like 5 feet off the ground. All right. It's nothing you can't handle, especially with some of these squares. The hardest one will be on June 11th. If you want to write that down, when Mars squares Pluto, that is definite come at me, bro energy. Okay. But it also could be something about you that you're just like, oh, I got to figure this out. And, but of course we'll talk about it later. But just keep that in mind. Now, these squares really, really use them. Okay. They're pushing you, and they're pushing you in the way of Tina Fey, okay? In the movie Mean Girls, I'm a pusher. I'm a pusher. These planets are pushing you to grow, to thrive, to expand, to be the best version of yourself. Use this energy. Now, a lot of these squares are going to be Saturn. Saturn, again, in your second house, about your self-worth, okay? Your self-worth. So building your confidence. If something may test your confidence, okay? Test your patience even, all right? It's Saturn we're talking about. And then also money, salary, income. There could be something here where you're just like, okay, I need to change things. I'm reassessing things, or I'm going to get to a point where I'm reassessing things, but there definitely could be something here. All right. Just keep that in mind. But it's pushing you to be, feeling more of that empowerment energy with Pluto in your sign. Now, June 3rd to the 16th, we have a super stellium. We got Venus, Mercury, the Sun, Jupiter, all in Gemini. It feels like Coachella, all right? Very social, very, just really, weekend one, by the way, weekend one. Wow, that card flipped over, the Lovers, wow. If that comes up in your spread, then we will definitely, it was definitely a sign. That's more like a wink from the universe, okay? Huge wink from the universe, because remember what I said, all this activity moving into Gemini, you're going to feel social, flirty, but it's also your house of love and relationships. The Lover's card is attributed to Gemini. Wow. Talk about a huge sign. Talk about synchronicity. But you are definitely going to feel a lot of that Gemini energy, okay? That, with the Lover's card that's flipping up from June 3rd to the 16th with Venus, Mercury, the Sun, and Jupiter there. And of course, the new moon there as well. Now, Jupiter and Gemini, if you want to learn more, I talk a lot more about this in the last week's, it happened May 25th. So, the weekly reading I did last week, all right? But let's get started, okay? Let's see what's going on for you for June 2024 for Aquarius, Aquarius rising, Aquarius moon. Any of those placements in your chart that you want more insight and intel on, feel free to read those as well. I mean, I definitely suggest your sun, moon, and rising. But anyway, let's get started. Aquarius, see what's going on for you for June 2024. Now, Aquarius, how are you? I can take out my glasses off now. Aquarius, I do a traditional Celtic cross spread. If we need to pull clarifiers, we will. We will. I got you. If you are new to my channel, I am an Aquarius. So is Elijah Wood. So is Oprah. I don't know why I'm bringing these up, but you know this. You're an Aquarius. You're into astrology. Let's see what's going on. Oh, wow. Wow. You are definitely good. You're gooder than good. This is like legendary. Oh my goodness. You're amazing. You're amazing here. I can't believe this. Well, welcome to your new life that's about to start in June. Welcome to this wonderful new life that's just about to happen for you. Huge shift happening in your life that's, you're going to feel, you're probably already feeling it, with the 2 of Wands in your, past. 2 of Wands, this is all about planning. This is all about seeing things and really taking that time to know what the next steps are. All right. Not really like, going yet. Right. You see, even in this card, you see the man who's got the world in his hand, right? Standing at the highest point in the castle. He's got 1 foot in, 1 foot out. So he's planning. Think about like the medieval times, right? Think about this big war that happened and he was a leader and he won. Okay. Now he's home. It's like, what's next? What now? Right. So thinking about, your next steps after all these big accomplishments that you've already made. All right. This card is attributed to Mars and Aries. And so this is one of the most it's a serious card that it's really big. And then remember I said Mars is in Aries until June 8th in your 3rd house. Anyway, so communicate. Okay. All right. Communicate. I don't know why I did that. Communicate, write things, think about learning about new things as well. You may just be doing that anyway with the 2 of Wands here. Now, whichever direction you go, you know that you're good. You've got the sun in the heart of your spread. Aquarius, I don't know the last time any sign has got the sun in the heart of their spread recently. This is humongous. If you've ever gotten a tarot reading, you know the sun is the biggest. Yes, this is optimism. It's, a lot of opportunity. It's abundance. It's growth. It's vitality. It's feeling good. It's your health. It's everything. It's everything. It's you vibrating at a really high frequency. You can even see the vibrations coming from the, in the rays of the sun here. You see the wisdom child. Remember, I talked about that freeness, totally free, naked, free, right? You see the banner, victory, success. Like, you are golden. You are really, 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 really golden. And what's, also very interesting is, with the sun in Gemini, again, that feel good energy, the sun's moving into Cancer. That's everyday activities. You're going to start feeling that shift, but you're really good. It seems like something new too that's happening for you. Now, you have the Queen of Pentacles in your challenge area. Remember what I said. You're going to feel those Saturn squares in your second house of money, salary. A lot of y'all could feel that. Okay, so just keep an eye on that. All right. There could be something where it's, there could be some of y'all where it's, in a way you could be like not, how do I even explain this? Just be mindful. Just be mindful of, your finances and money. Take care of it. Okay. She's a big protector. She's, very pragmatic with her money. She has a lot of it. She is the richest queen. All right. Now, and so with her being your challenge area, not only money, Pentacles are your physical realities. So it's really like just paying attention to how, this world that you want to create for yourself. Okay. Building that for yourself. You've got the sun in the heart of your spread. Now, the other thing is it could be someone else. All right. It could be someone else that might be a little bit just, you're not seeing eye to eye with this person when it comes to money. It could be a partner already. But again, remember physical, your reality, your world, right? If it's not money, it could be just something where there may be someone who is a little bit just not just maybe it's part of those squares where you just have to see eye to eye. You have to see eye to eye on things. So you have to really communicate. Okay. But just don't, it's really just saying like, regardless, financially, with your finances, just keep an eye on it. Don't drop the ball, and put it's almost like just take it a lot more seriously. And I'm not saying that you don't at all. Just this is a month where you might want to just be cool, but you're gonna be fine because I'm gonna show you something here. Okay, Pentacles. So now that we've gotten that out of the way, the Three of Pentacles in your crown. This is going to be a big money month for you, okay? You got the Three of Pentacles in your, Three of Pentacles in your crown. You are looking for, a lot of y'all may be looking for new partnerships, new work, something that that's going to bring you a lot more joy, working with people, okay? Remember, you've got Jupiter and Gemini in your fifth house, all right? That's going to be really nice. You have the Sun and Gemini being social. Remember I said, this is all about bonding. Just have those conversations, open doors, build bridges, do all of that. But this is saying that, there is something new that is likely going to happen this month for you as long as you want it, where you're working with other people. All right. There's a sense, and it can be even like, if you're not here for a career, it can be like with family. Okay. It can be with friends. Whatever it is there's other people involved in your life this month where it is that, bonding that brings that success, and yes, in a financial way as well. So there could be something new that you're thinking about that you want to do this month. All right. So put all your energy toward that. King of Pentacles in the heart of your spread, or in the root of your spread. So you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. Just know that this is just saying, like, just pay attention to your money, but it seems like you will. Okay. So, King of Pentacles, the richest king. Now, the difference between the king and the queen, really interesting here. All right. Because you see that his hand is over the pentacle, hers is under. All right. And so this is to say he's owning his wealth. This is confidence. This is a lot of confidence when it comes to, your wealth and your assets and money, and really feeling that. All right. You can even distinguish his robe from his harvest. I say it all the time. His robe, he did not get that at Target. That was custom made. That's how rich he is. He is only one of two people that hold that golden scepter, that golden scepter. Anything he touches turns to gold. All right. So you are going to feel that. And it is, remember what I said, Pentacles, your physical reality. So wealth, but yes, wealth in your physical world, wealth in, maybe career, wealth in family, wealth in relationship. You're going to feel that wealth. All right. And it's going to feel really good. And also remember, monthly spread, not a weekly, monthly. This is amazing. You have the Six of Pentacles in your future. So if there is someone that you don't see eye to eye with when it comes to money, someone who could be, they could be the person that is like really like, you're like, what? With like, money ideas or whatnot. You're going to be fine. You have the Six of Pentacles in your future. This is all about that generosity. It's all about, the sharing the wealth. All right. And so that means wealth is coming in for you. Money is coming in for you. There's someone that is, supporting you in that way, and it brings out balance. Okay, it could also be you. All right, and that was, I was trying to explain that with the Queen of Pentacles in your challenge area, as well as her hands are under the Pentacles, so she's like very giving and giving and giving. So there's got to be this compromise if there is, when you don't see someone eye to eye, and if it is you, that's anyway. But this is also giving. All right, but spiritual, there's this spiritual quality to this, and it's this giving in terms of this spiritual wealth as well. All right, you even see that he holds a scale, only one of two people that hold his scale, and so that balance that comes in. I want you to think, okay, especially with the Queen of Pentacles in your challenge area, and all these pentacles here, I do want you to think that I want you to ask yourself this month, if you are giving and not getting anything in return, or if you're just sitting there waiting to receive and not giving at all right, that is that balance that we're talking about with this, generosity and that gratitude. Six is harmonizing too, so everything harmonizing for you now. I mean, this is in your future, like you are absolutely good. Wow, all these pentacles, absolutely amazing. Big money month, all right, but also just this growth. Now let's get to your stuff. Oh my diddly days, Aquarius, y'all. We're gonna have a month, a bright, auspicious month. Okay, so if you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments, talk to me. Aquarius, I love reading your comments. Tell me what's going on. Home stuff. It's still like, there's still stuff there, but and actually you do have all these Taurus cards. But anyway, okay, so let's get to your stuff. Y'all are amazing. Wow. Come on. That's a sign. It's a sign. You know that, right? So the Lovers did show up, and this card is attributed to Gemini. Remember, Gemini, we've got 4 or 5 planets, at a given time in Gemini this month, and then Jupiter in Gemini for an entire year for you until June 2025. Love, relationships, okay, family, children, self-expression, creativity, procreation, but it's joy and it's pleasure is the main theme of the 5th house. But you see here a lot of just love, okay, intensity with love, and it can be with partnerships in career as well, whatever resonates with you. Okay, it can even be family. It could be self-love here. All right, self-love, which is really nice. But I can't believe this. You got the Sun and the Lovers. You do see the Sun, right? How big it is here now, and the Sun it just appears in a few other cards other than the actual Sun card. This is really big. All right, so all that optimism, but you also see Archangel Raphael. Wow, the healer. This is just amazing, but he's also gifting this love. You're definitely going to have moments, all right? Really big moments, especially if you're looking for love. This is the time. When I say communicate. And that can be in so many different forms, like Zoom or in person or DMs or however you do it. Aquarius, you're going to be fine. You got the King of Wands too. Really nice. Your second king there. Really, really, really great, especially if you are here for partnerships and relationships. Now, you're going to feel a lot more of that energy in July. All right. But King of Wands in your external factors area. Oh yeah, there's going to be someone coming through. And it could be someone that's actually making things happen for you. This is a very like transformative king, makes things happen, in terms of your passions, especially in your external factors area. Career could be a big thing, but also partnerships and relationships, because the King of Wands is Leo, which rules your 7th house of partnerships and relationships during a time where you have all this action in your 5th house of love and relationships. So yeah, really big thing. But it also, career could be a big thing. He is the entrepreneur, so there could be a new partnership you're forming in career or your profession. You're good here. You're good. You got the Hierophant too. Like, who are you? Who are you? This is really amazing. Yeah. So have that spiritual journey, have that spiritual calling. It seems like you want to be this, more influential person, someone people look up to, someone that you can inspire people. And you're just getting started. Pluto just moved into your sign. I mean, it moved like 1 degree. I mean, it's retrograde now, but which is actually like you taking this time to like review you and your sense of like empowerment and what you can provide for humanity. And like you're good. And this is, even society and even like in organizations and groups and even seeking that structure, all right, in your life, which is really great. Now, you do have the 5 of Swords in your final outcome. Now, this is very interesting because this is an Aquarius card. And so with the 5 of Swords here, when you look at your entire spread, that's very interesting. It's saying that, two things. Get out of your head if you're over analyzing things, okay, Aquarians, y'all, being air signs, you're in your head a lot, okay? So don't stand in your own way in terms of things. And secondly, if there is, there could be, remember what I said, those squares, there could be some challenges that do come up. And so keep that in mind. That may be something where you don't see eye to eye with someone, but you have to ask yourself, the 5 of Swords is all about self-respect and self-dignity. All right. And it's just saying, don't let anyone get your goat, and, be the better version of yourself, be the better person in this situation. I mean, can you drop the swords like everyone else has? So it should something arise where it is like this, even like competitive nature, just be cool, stay frosty. You're Aquarius. You've got this. All right. Some of y'all could also, well, I'm going to clarify this for you because I didn't do any clarifiers for you. Well, that flipped over. There we go. 8 of Wands. You're going to be fine. You're going to be absolutely fine. Listen, just don't overthink things. Look how everything's working out for you. Look how this is your best monthly spread, by the way, in quite some time. You know that, right? You can, a lot of money stuff too. But you also have the 8 of Wands. Hello. So this is absolutely amazing. Just if you can avoid this, everything's just light speed, right? 8 of Wands, everything's just moving forward for you. A lot of action here. You moving forward, going after everything that you want. Everything. Look, the Wands completely aligned, just zipping through the air. Okay. And also things that you want, things are going to land this month. Again, I still feel contract energy. Like, it is going to be a big thing this month, but you've got all these pentacles. I mean, and the other thing is, so there could be something there, okay, for y'all. But remember, Wands are your passions and, your ambitions, but also a lot of work-related energy here, career, enterprise, and whatnot. Remember, you started off with the 2 of Wands, planning things, thinking things, and then boom, everything just moves forward. Now, what's really interesting about the 8 of Wands, it is attributed to Sagittarius, okay? Sagittarius rules your 11th house of your hopes and your wishes and dreams. Nothing's in your way at this point. You see, this is the only card in tarot, one of only 2 cards in tarot where there's no figure, there's no person, it's just 8 Wands zipping through the air. When I talk about movement, things are going to move really, really fast for you, and in a way where everything is aligning for you, Aquarius. Let's get to your weekly. Okay, so let's break it down. Let's see what's going on for you week by week. Now, Aquarius, y'all, come on. June 2nd, all right, that's going to be Sunday, Jupiter trining Pluto. If you do not mark this in your calendar, you actually mark all of June 2nd to the 8th. I mean, it's enormous. Jupiter trining Pluto, one of the best money days of the year, but just one of the best money days, the best money day of June is actually, if you're not here for money, sex, romance, intimacy. If you're not here for that, it could be just this creative expression. It could be, there's just so much that's happening here. So, and Mercury's going to sextile Neptune this day too. It's just amazing. Remember, this is just, okay, a lot happening. We'll talk more in your weekly reading. On June 3rd, I mentioned Mercury is moving into Gemini. Something really great happening in the sky actually this day, which I'll talk about in your weekly reading. Now on the 4th, Mercury conjuncting Jupiter in Gemini. This is a day where around this day even you could find yourself maybe signing contracts or finding your business growing, or have some movement there. All right, maybe even traveling. I wouldn't be surprised if some of y'all travel around this time, or even just like find love. I mean, if you're looking for it, or feel like a rekindling of your relationship. But if not, there could be like family energy here, but this creativity just through the roof for y'all, because the same day the Mercury will trine Pluto, as well as the Sun conjuncting Venus. This is a loaded day. This is very love is in the air for you. Remember, Sun and Venus in your 5th house of love and relationships. Venus all about love and relationships, okay? And it is also creativity. So remember, something in a creative capacity. Venus is also money. So remember, there's something money here for y'all if you're looking for it, okay? But love is in the air is really like the big thing here. A lot of self-love too, and just big relationship energy. Aquarius, you love falling in love with people's minds. That could be a big thing for you around this time. Now on the 6th, we have this new moon in Gemini. We have the Sun, the moon, Mercury, Venus, and Jupiter in Gemini. Keep in mind, Jupiter is still trining Pluto. You've got a lot of power. Aquarius, this is your month, okay? Now, what I want to point out, and of course, we're going to talk about this more next week. Just write this down. New moons, you want to set intentions, manifest, put things out there, put your energy out there. And why should you do this, Aquarius? Out of all the signs, why do I want you to do this? Because the corresponding full moon that's going to be happening in Gemini in December, okay, December 15th, that full moon will be conjuncting Jupiter. Talk about reaping. Like, you're gonna come on, you're gonna this is amazing. Now on the 8th, we got Venus squaring Saturn, we got Mars moving into Taurus, we got the Sun squaring Saturn. Again, you could feel like a little squeeze around this time. Take your time, just, you're gonna be fine. You're very, you can get out of things. All right, you're all like magicians, Aquarius. Now the new moon in Gemini, by the way, there is a square that day too, but you're gonna feel it more like after around this time. But anyway, this is a week with so much. I mean, Jupiter trining Pluto, the Sun conjuncting Venus, the new moon in Gemini, so much happening. Let's see what's going on for you, Aquarius, for the first week of June. Oh. So, yeah, you're good. You're really, really good. A lot of things are happening for you. There's so much enjoyment in the air. There's so much joy in the air. Joy lives in the word enjoyment. This is a card of total enjoyment and happiness and love. I mean, cups, love and relationships and intuition, feelings, emotions. Happy everything. You see the happy couple here, the happy kids, the happy family, the only rainbow and tarot indicating this promising future ahead. Like, you are absolutely good. Your life is changing. There's a lot of great things happening for you. This is a really, really amazing. Now, second week of June. June 11th. Definitely remember to pay attention to this day. It'll be Tuesday, Mars squaring Pluto. It is like really controlling energy, but at the same time, Mars's physical energy, just, you could feel like a little bit exhausted, especially coming after the other squares. So don't overexert yourself this day, okay? And you're going to be fine. You'll be cool. There could be something with home around this time, by the way, home and family that you may feel, all right? So just be cool around it. If your landlord is, finger waggy, just, put on your cool sunglasses and just smile away, all right? Smile away. Now, on the 12th, that's when Mercury squares Saturn. Just be mindful about the things that you say. Don't sign contracts this day. We'll talk about this, obviously, more in the weekly reading. The 14th, Sun conjuncting Mercury. How amazing. We have a Mercury Kazemi. So a lot of clarity, brilliant ideas, this refresh. And then on the 16th, Venus and Mercury will square Neptune. Okay, so happy Father's Day. These squares, it's Neptune square. So just keep one foot on the ground, all right? Especially when it comes to this day. And just trust your intuition a little bit more. Of course, we're going to talk about this more in the weekly reading, but this is where you could feel very spiritually active. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of y'all are traveling. The moon will be in Libra all weekend, by the way. So that is your ninth house, Libra being Venus ruled. So there could be something with partnerships here, something with commitments here. It's very sweet, very sweet. Let's see what's going on for you, all right? Let's see what's going on for you, Aquarius, for the second week of June. Oh, you got the Five of Cups. So something's ending this week, all right? And it could be, with those Saturn squares, all right? It definitely keep those in mind. And even with a Mars squaring Pluto, it's not going to be easy. And so, but it's going to push you. It's going to push you. Remember that. This is, a card where it's like, yeah, there could be something where you're still holding on to something from the past, but look at your spread and look at the first week. Why would you? All right. So there could be something that resurfaces around this time, all right, with these squares. So remember, possibly wasn't meant for you. This card, you see the two cups right behind him. Okay, all you got to do is look up, pick up the cups. All right, cross the bridge, which I will show you. There's literally water under the bridge. Okay, and then go home and be in your comfort zone, and turn on I don't know, to Curb Your Enthusiasm, okay? Season 6, whatever you like. And you'll be fine. But this is a card of just, having that emotional healing and just working with that in a capacity where it could be something where, it's accepting some of the things that may have happened in the past that you're just like, when you have all this optimistic, like, opportunities in your future, you have the sun in the heart of your spread. So this is a time for, doing some emotional work. Again, these Saturn squares can be, a little bit challenging. It's, Mars squaring Pluto being in your sign. So it could even be something with you that you're just like, but you're going to be fine. Okay. There's hope in every card. All right. Hope in every card. And to be honest, because this card is actually attributed to Mars in Scorpio. So Scorpio rules your 10th house. So it could have to do with something with career or, public recognition, fame, honors, achievements. Remember, Mercury is squaring Saturn too. So don't post anything on social media where you're just like, I regret that. Like that, we'll talk about this week a little bit more. All right. I'll even clarify this card for you because I just don't feel like it's something here. I'll clarify it. Look at you. Who are you, Aquarius? Clarified. You got the 8 of Cups. So yeah, walk away. How funny is that? You see, he's looking to the past. He's moving forward. Move forward. Okay. Could be something that is very emotional. I mean, it is cups, right? You see that a lot of water here as well, but there's rocks in the water. It makes it not like, so it's like you got to wade. You got to like be alert, navigating instead of just kind of like going through it. But anyway, just trust your intuition. Okay. This is someone who is trusting his intuition and knowing something's better for him and moving forward from the cups. All right. So that is so crazy. That's so interesting. So definitely could be something with career. It could be something with money as well. Remember, we have all these pentacles. This card is actually attributed to Saturn and Pisces. All right. And that is your second house. And remember, it is your self-worth. It is your self-value. So there could be something that happens this time around where it's like, okay, I'm picking up this cups and then I'm moving forward and I'm good to go because I know I have all this abundance waiting for me. Now, third week, Aquarius, the 17th, June 17th, that will be Monday. Mercury conjuncts Venus. Okay, this is going to be big. It happens at 0 degrees. Venus and Mercury move into Cancer at this point. All right, so remember, this is very compassionate. And Venus and Cancer, very compassionate, very kind. It's all about kindness and nurturing. And really, there's this softness here I really like. It's like lying in bed with your kids or your dog or, your lover or, your, I don't know, your Game of Thrones hat, whatever it is, whatever you want. Okay. Bag of chips, doesn't matter. Just, it's so nice. It's just feel good. And then Mercury in Cancer, we'll talk about more when we get there, but that's very thinking with your heart, speaking with your heart. But anyway, Sun moves into Cancer on the 20th. Hello, we're here, the solstice. And then the 21st, that is going to be Friday. All right. The June 21st full moon in Capricorn. So definitely something is ending around this time. I do like this full moon, actually. I like what's happening here. Okay. So think about the things that you want to come to bring to the end, and it could be something on a really deeply psychological, something like really deeply rooted in your subconscious, and it's this freeness for you that seems nice, because Mercury sextile Mars this day too, which is really nice. It's very like, oh captain, my captain energy, stepping up, and saying what you believe, things like that. Things that, okay, we'll talk about that in your weekly reading, but let's see what's going on for you, Aquarius, for the third week of June. Intuition. How funny that I just said, the full moon, and I'm not surprised that card came up, because the full moon in Capricorn, remember, is happening in your 12th house of the subconscious. And, you got the high priestess, who is the guardian of the subconscious. She comes out when she says, trust your intuition. That's going to make all the difference. And it seems like you're on that path already, coming after the 8 of Cups, but you're absolutely really good. You're going to be really, really great. Just, trust your intuition, trust your gut more. I say it all the time. We all have intuition. Everybody has intuition. It's just a matter of like really connecting with it. Okay. There is nothing to, know. Everything just works smoothly when you trust your intuition. Okay. So, and you're more like authentic self. Now the last week of, and authenticity is really big for you, Aquarius. All right. Now the last week of June 26th, Mercury trining Saturn. This is huge. This is a time where I would not be surprised if you, sign a contract at this point, or, something with commitments here. It could be something that has to do with money. All right. New income. There is definitely partnership energy. And then on the 28th, Venus will sextile Mars. Hello. This is a day where, what happens when Venus and Mars gets together. So have fun this day. And then on the 29th, Mercury will sextile Uranus. Now, I love this day for you. There could be something that is really nice here. Something, this is the only Uranus aspect this entire month. Can you believe that? Coming after like all these, Uranus aspects. But anyway, the reason why this is big, Uranus is your ruling planet. And so it's sextiling Mars, a very harmonious aspect, which I really like. So there could be something that you have this like profound moment of clarity, or you hear something that has to do with like home, but you could also just be like very spontaneous. You hear the church bells? That's a great sign, Aquarius. You're getting all these signs. Anyway, Aquarius, so let's see what's going on for you, all right, for the last week of June. Okay, well, you're good. You're really, really good. You've come to a place where you're coming into your physical reality. You're appreciating all the things in your world. You're, having this awareness, but also it's raining pentacles in the form of the tree of life here. This is money. This is wealth. This is your kingdom come. This is the you made it card. Everything, blessings. Speaking of harvest, I mean, you see the harvest here. You see how big the castle is. A lot of family energy, a lot of generations, 3 generations of play. This is really, really nice. Now, remember, I talked about investments. That could be a really big thing for you. But this card is highly associated with inheritance as well. Pluto being in your sign, Pluto ruling inheritance. I mean, this is going to be really big. So that could be a thing for you. But this is, you're golden. You're good. You got a lot of money stuff happening. You have a lot of money stuff happening, but also just you ascending in a big way. I mean, I would say that this is your best monthly reading that you've had. I would say that it is big money spread, but a lot of things just moving forward for you in a way that you may have not felt in a long time. Okay, there's been a lot of focus on certain areas of your life, but I feel like now that you have this huge shift into Gemini season, wow, that is big. That's really, really, really big. Okay. That's your BFF, your fellow air sign. We haven't been in, it's been since January, since we were in, Aquarius season. Anyway, but you're absolutely good. I would say this is actually really rare with all these pentacles. You got these 2 kings. You saw that this came out. That was a big sign. You heard the church bells. You've got the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. Like, who does that, right? You've got the 6 of Pentacles in your future. You got this sun in the heart of your spread. The second week may be a week where you recognize something. It's like, okay, I got to move on from this. I can't. This is, this happened. It's something in the past. I'm making the past history. The past and history, 2 separate things, right? So you're moving forward, though. That was clarified here. I mean, and fast. Like, things are moving for you with 8 of Wands. I'm going to just put it out there. This is your best monthly reading in a long time. In a really long time. I'm very excited for you, Aquarius, even like astrologically. Wow. Big time. Big time. High five. No? All right. So Aquarius, listen, next week we will talk more about these aspects. Next, like Jupiter trining Pluto, what that means for like new moon in Gemini. We'll go deeper into these. All right. So if you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Tell me what's going on, Aquarius. I'm very excited for y'all. And I'll see you next week. All right. Thanks so much, Aquarius. Bye-bye.